Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
This wasn't just an emotional outburst, it was a warning sign. Years later, that same anger showed up in court, where Diddy allegedly tried to attack a witness and had to be held back by security. Prosecutors say his actions didn't stop after his arrest. From behind bars, he allegedly made secret calls using other inmates' phones and sent hush money, some even through his mother, Janice Combs. Things got more serious when Cassie testified, revealing disturbing details that changed the whole case. According to court documents, Diddy tried to contact and influence witnesses while in prison, breaking rules by using others' accounts. He also allegedly got people on the outside to send money and messages to potential witnesses. Shockingly, his own family was involved. His mother was named in a lawsuit for pressuring someone to stay quiet. Prosecutors say he also controlled social media posts and even tracked how a video of his kids might affect public opinion and jurors. These actions led the judge to deny him bail, calling him a serious risk. Meanwhile, strange conspiracy theories are making headlines. One involves a man named Jonathan Audi, who once claimed he was under Diddy and Cassie's control and had signed a $5 million NDA. His story was dismissed back then, but now people are rethinking it after Cassie's testimony. His ex-wife even confirmed the NDA, linking it to their divorce and sudden wealth. Social media has exploded, with users saying this may prove some long-rumored stories. Many believe Diddy's behavior was widely known in the industry but ignored by others in power. And while much of this is still under debate, the number of women coming forward paints a troubling picture. There's also victim 3, an ex-girlfriend who is part of the case but has refused to testify, making the trial even more difficult for prosecutors.
I've described her, they said this is victim 3 in the indictment. She is, we know, an ex-girlfriend, know that she's an ex-girlfriend. Right. And there was a whole exchange about her in court this week where they said, we're having trouble getting her to come in, that she has some conflict, she's got things going on in her personal life. And it was described by the government as almost like she wants to be here, but we're not sure we're going to be able to get her here. We're talking to her.
There are many reasons someone might not want to testify against an alleged abuser. They could be scared of retaliation, worried about their safety, or afraid of being judged by the public. It's also possible that Diddy or someone close to him pressured them to stay quiet. Powerful people have often used their influence to silence victims. This missing witness, known as Victim 3, is a big problem for the prosecution. Legal experts say she was added to the case to help show a pattern of abuse, not just a bad relationship with Cassie, but a repeated behavior toward multiple women. Without her, the case may not be as strong. Diddy's actions during the trial have also raised eyebrows. On the first day, he was seen reading a Bible in court, which many people online saw as a fake attempt to look sympathetic. Some compared it to celebrities who suddenly find religion or go to rehab after getting caught doing something wrong, moves that seem more like image repair than real regret. One person on social media even mocked the Bible Act by mentioning the over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant reportedly found in Diddy's homes. The most disturbing part came from a hotel incident shared during the trial. A security guard testified that when Diddy came out of the elevator, he had a chilling, angry look, not one of remorse, but of someone upset about losing control. Diddy then allegedly offered the guard money to stay quiet. The guard said he refused, but the fact that money was offered shows how Diddy may try to handle serious problems, by using his wealth to avoid consequences.
As he went back upstairs to talk to Puff and explain to him the rules of the hotel and that he had to pay for some things, and Diddy had this like devilish stare on his face when he came out of the elevator at one point, and that Diddy allegedly offered him money. So the man is saying that Diddy offered him money because he didn't want any of this to come out, because for her.
Diddy's defense team, led by Brian Still, tried to make the security officer's story seem unreliable. They pointed out that his original report didn't mention some important details, like Cassie having a black eye or another man being in the hotel room. They also said the officer took videos of the scene with his phone and sent them to his wife, suggesting he was more excited or starstruck than truly worried about what happened.
And Still was like, okay, well, you told us that when you do your incident reports, you got to report the W's, where, what, why, who, like all the details. So he goes into the incident report and he says to him, he says, the incident reports are important, right? Because when we're recounting these things, we're relying on your report. So everything in your report is valid because y'all depend on that. He's like,
this is a common defense tactic. Try to make the witness look unreliable or biased. They want the jury to doubt what the witness says. But even if the security officer didn't include every detail in his report, or even if he was excited to see a celebrity, the video evidence is clear. We've all seen the footage of Diddy assaulting Cassie, and no legal tricks can make that go away. It shows exactly who was in control and who was the victim. Now, let's talk about Cassie Ventura, the center of this painful story. She's currently pregnant and expecting a baby in June. When she testified on May 13th, it was reportedly the first time she had seen Diddy since 2018. Her journey has been incredibly difficult, and her courage to speak out now says a lot about what she's been through.
You know, attorneys say that this is the first time that they've met since 2018 when she attended the funeral for Kim Porter, which is the mother of Sean Combs' 3 children.
Imagine having to face the person who hurt you in court while you're pregnant. That takes so much strength. Cassie has shown incredible courage. Honestly, if it were me, I'd be terrified. But she walked in confidently, head held high, showing true bravery through it all.
When she walked in there, Rachel, she had on a brown dress, form-fitting, visibly pregnant, head held high, and did not make any eye contact with the defendant, with Sean Combs.
When we talk about how Diddy treats witnesses, we have to start with the most shocking piece of evidence, the video from 2016 showing him physically assaulting Cassie in a hotel hallway. This wasn't just a simple argument. The video shows him dragging her, throwing things, and even stomping on her. It's the kind of disturbing footage that's hard to watch. What's unbelievable is that Diddy's defense team is trying to downplay it, saying it was just a typical couples fight, not about forcing her to stay for one of his parties, but about him having another woman's number in his phone. As if that somehow makes it okay. It's hard to believe they're trying to spin it like that.
He said that Diddy offered him a ton of money, and to that, Brian
I thought
still...
it was a stack.
Yeah, he said he came out with a huge stack of money, and he didn't offer it.
Let's talk about the security officer who was there the night of the hotel incident. He testified that when Cassie called for help, he found her clearly upset, repeating, "I want to leave, I want to leave." Diddy's response? He allegedly said, "No, she's not going anywhere." That's not how a partner acts, that's how someone who wants total control behaves. The officer also said Diddy offered him money to stay quiet. Now, if someone's truly innocent, why would they need to pay people off? It sounds like Diddy was trying to hide what he did and protect his image, but it's too late, the truth is out. And it gets even worse. According to Cassie's testimony, Diddy tried to control every part of her life, from what she wore to who she talked to, even down to the color of her nails. She said he insisted she always have white or French tip nails. That's not a caring boyfriend, that's someone treating her like property, not a person.